Happy December 8th, everybody. Today, we are building this with a little bit of this. I thought the set was bigger. Compared to some of these other bags, yes, the set is pretty tiny. I believe this one is probably around 600 pieces. You know what? Let me pull up the statistics for this set. It is set number 10245, the Santa's Workshop. I guess if you're like talking the Santa Claus. Nope, this is just 10245 Santa's Workshop. And let me get this up on Lego.com. It is a retired product. You can no longer buy this, but I believe this one was 80. These sets range from 70 to 100 usually. This year's is 100, but we'll get into that on the 23rd. So 21 days, 3 weeks from today, and we will be getting into that. So this set has 883 pieces, so almost 900. So I would imagine $85 is what the original retail was. Again, this is in the Creator Expert line, one of probably my favorite series. It's either that or the Architecture. I love both of those, but I probably own the most Creator Expert series, from the modulars to the cars. I own a lot. But today, December 7th, I knew that. It's 7th. December 7th, I am actually recording in November, but we don't need to talk about that because it's coming out in December. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video, the intro to... That was not yesterday. Nolan, get a hold of yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous videos, doing the prep work and the intro video that talks about everything. Hopefully you've been keeping up, because, well, now we're getting into the heart of stuff. We are going to be building this set right here, right now. So let's get into it. I have built these sets in the past, that's why they're in bags, but I should have all the pieces, and if I don't, I'm going to order them off of Bricklink, as well as some more pieces, more trees, more ropes, more lights, anything I can use to spice up the village, probably more lampposts, just to make it feel like a village. So this set has 2 instruction manuals, number 1 and number 2. It comes with different assortments of items, from reindeer to Santa and Mrs. Claus. And then we have 4 elves. There are actually 5 reindeer, I don't know if I just said that. A Christmas tree, and a toy machine. That's a... I should hold it right here, shouldn't I? Toy machine, and the actual building itself. I am going to do a time-lapse of this build, but for now, we need to dump out all of these pieces. So, I'm going to wipe off my Lego table here, and move all of these bags aside. Sorry. Okay, let me take you guys off the tripod. That's what I mean when I said to move all of these bags aside. I meant the rest of these sets. Okay, so I do need to clear these screwdrivers off. Put those on my other desk. And then dry erase marker, that was just for planning. Dust that off. Usually I will vacuum after I finish the entire village. So let me get instruction manual number 1, and yep, okay, it's this way. And to get started, so this one has 3 bags. Bag 1, which is the reindeer, the North Pole sign, and the tree. Bag 2 is the first half of the building, and Bag 3 is the second half, and the toy machine. We are going to get into this right away with Santa Claus. So let me angle the tripod in a good spot. Okay, so I have actually rearranged my table a little bit just so I could get better lighting, and I charged up my camera so I can do a time-lapse now, so that is what I am going to do. So the parts I've already built are the tree. I really like the tree, it looks really nice. The North Pole sign, which that actually is a decal. And then the wreath on it, alternating red and white. And then we have a reindeer. The original reindeer comes with a brown nose, but this one is smaller than the other 4. So, well, Rudolph, because why not? And the other things, I built Santa Claus, and I have started working on the sleigh, and that is what I'm going to be starting with today. And then I will be moving on to reindeer, and then the actual shop itself, and then at the end the toy factory the toy machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. I have finished the reindeer bodies. I've not touched the heads yet, but I am going to, for now, build it so these are connected to the sleigh. But how do I want to word this? When I set up the village, I will most likely not have them connected, just because of the setup. I will take these black tubes off. They're tubes, right? Yeah. And I will just put those away, and then I'll just have the reindeer kind of sitting around. Or, what I did 2 years ago, I made a runway for the sleigh with a bunch of, oh, let me see if I have any. I don't think I do. But I took a bunch of red 1x1 studs, not the plates, the actual stud, the round one, and I took a bunch of those and just lined them up in a rectangle, and that made it look like runway lights, so I might do that. But I think I actually need to find the tub that I had these pieces in, because I'm pretty sure these go to the actual workshop. So I do need to dig out those other connector pieces so the reindeer are hooked up to this. Let me do that real quick. Okay, I have found the tub, so I'm going to look through this and find those pieces. So I looked through the tub, I didn't see them, so I'm assuming these are them, but hopefully they are. Back to the time-lapse though. have finished the first part, and my camera is actually about to die. No, it's not because my camera has terrible battery. It's because this is actually taking longer than I thought, simply due to the fact that all of the pieces are scattered everywhere across the table instead of in small little bags. So that really doesn't help a ton, but I only have one more section to go, and my camera is literally about to die, so I'm gonna charge it back up and finish that. I'm back with fresh batteries, so let's get right to this. We have one little tiny section to go, plus the toy machine, as you can see right there. So we're just gonna grind through this. I have all the pieces out on the table, and I'm gonna angle this down so you guys can see. Here's the first one, and then we have all of our other stuff. This is crooked. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna just plow through this. Yep, I'm gonna plow through this, and I'll give the review when I'm done. Alright, so my memory card is actually almost full, so I am going to need to back that up before I can continue to build. That's unfortunate. Well, that's what I'm going to have to do. Alright, I wiped the memory card. It's that simple, so I am just going to get right back to where it was. That literally took like 5 minutes, which is pretty awesome. Alright. So when I left off, I was building elves, and there were actually 4 of them. I'll get into that later. Alright. This is actually a good view. You can see everything with this. Maybe if I angle it over that way a little more. There we go. Alright, I'm going to leave it at this and get to building. So that was a little strange. I know, it was just a weird cut. Somehow my memory card didn't get completely wiped, and I only had about 40 minutes, when I started the second part of that village, but I now have 2 hours and 27 minutes cleared up, so now I can talk about this set. Set number 10245, the Santa's Workshop, the Santa. Favorite part about this set, if you asked me, I personally would, this is a tough one, but I would have to say Santa's sleigh. Just because of the detail, the minimal amount of bricks, but the detail that's in here. Especially with the gold on the side, the one that runs beneath the gold bar. I really like that. I also really like the clock on the front of the building. Now, what do I not like? This set did not come with a light brick, and I feel like they have not been doing those recently. The train station didn't have one, I think. I don't remember exactly, but let me check real quick. But I don't think it did. The train didn't have one, and this didn't have one, so I'm assuming they've probably stopped it. I haven't got the fire station yet, but I'll really find out then. So that's my least favorite part about the set. I will be ordering more of these ropes and lights. Probably not yellow, probably just plain white. You know what? I may be actually able to zoom in here. So I'll get more of these. And then this set comes with 6 minifigures. You have Santa and Mrs. Claus, and Santa actually has a bag. So that bag goes just like this, so he can carry his bag. And then you have 4 different types of elves. They all have the same hat, but their faces, clothing, and pants are all different. So that's the first one, the second one, the third one, and this is the last one. And I really like that it has plenty of those. It makes it way easier to do a setup. I hate it when sets don't have very many minifigures. So this is the small reindeer I was talking about a little bit ago. It typically has a brown nose, but I swapped it to red, and you probably know why I did that. So the toy machine, this was actually a very straightforward, it was a 2x12, I believe. A 2x12 plate on the bottom, and then some bricks with studs coming out the sides, and that is what these pieces were built onto, and those just clip on. And then here in the back, super straightforward, you just have basically what is essentially some bricks right here that go up, and then you have, I forget what the element is called, but it's one of those inverted, it's like the windows, but it's not a window, it's just black. And then it also has a North Pole sign. I talked a little bit about that. And the Christmas tree. I believe this is one of 3 Christmas trees, 4 Christmas trees in the Winter Village. And the others are the large one in the Winter Toy Shop, the one on the train, the one in the house, and this one. I said other 4. Yeah, it's just those 4. So this one, the one in the cottage, the one on the train, and then the one in the Winter Toy Shop. So, again, I really like this set. I think it has around 850 pieces. Super easy build, probably it took me 2 hours roughly when all the pieces were scattered among the table. So it could probably take you an hour and a half to, 2.5 hours, just depending on your build speed. So this set didn't come with any actual trees, but a few years ago I did get a ton of trees, and I just spilled them everywhere. I put them on white round 4x4 plates, so they have a base, and I just kind of like to set these up around, because the trees actually add a lot to the village, and I will be ordering more. So that will come along with my ropes for lights. I'm gonna get probably 15 feet roughly. They're super cheap. I think they're like 5 cents a piece, so that shouldn't be a big deal. But that is pretty much set. Let me show you the inside of the building, actually. So inside we have a small little workshop desk. It is Santa's workshop. And then up here, I know the lighting is kind of bad. Oh, it's not actually too bad. But up here we have a chair, a large armchair, and again using those gold elements to create more curvature. And then we have some letters, and the candles are just the standard fire pieces, and then there's a yellow mug right up there. Also, a fireplace down there, and I actually like some of these. This one is Santa Claus in Fiji with his wife. This one, I know it's upside down, but it says "Welcome Ho Ho Home." And then this one says "Santa Needs You." So just a really fun set overall. Super easy to build. It didn't take me long. And let's see, the sign outside, Santa's workshop. And I think I mentioned this, but I really like the clock on the front. It adds a lot. I think this is one of 3 sets. I could be wrong, but one of 3 sets that has a clock on the front. The other 2 being the train station and the post office. And the post office will actually be the next set to come out. I do like this set. It's really nice. It's not my favorite. It really isn't. In fact, this one is one of my less favorites, simply because, I mean, it's small and there's not much to it. It's very basic. Like here on the side, that's the side of it. They didn't have a roof going down there or anything, and I know they don't usually do that, but I still think they could have done something else. You know, maybe a peaked roof right here would have added a little more, or if that went up all the way to make a full slope. But I know there are some complications and challenges to designing these, and I'm assuming there were a few with these. Also, the keys and the doors, it comes with 2. But it is a nice set. Well guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this set review, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up button. So far, I think this series has been going great. It's really fun, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. Remember, stay tuned for the Advent calendar here in a couple minutes. That will be December 7th today. So, super exciting to do that. But overall, I love this set. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 for just, you know, I mean, that's overall. If I was rating it based on the Creator Expert series, this is probably a 3 out of 5, because it really isn't an expert set, but the fact that they call it that just makes it that much cooler, so why not just go with it. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel, and it shows me that you guys like this series. Let me know in the comments, again, what you think of this series overall. And remember, we still have about 18 days to go, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss a single day. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. I really, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video a ton, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!